Good morning, Academy 55 members. David Kahn here on Tuesday, the 4th of June. It's now 5 to 10 UK time in the morning. Here to hopefully trade for an hour or so on the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame using our Academy 55 indicators. All the premium members get to watch this live if they wish to do so. Everybody else obviously watches the recording, which will be up at a later time. But so being the 4th of June, first time trading for me this month. Had a day off yesterday. So what can we see? Well, first thing, we're going to do a bit of a house cleaning. Get your MT4. Make sure you got your trade system ready, your Academy 55 indicator ready on your MT4 or MT5, whichever you may be. Make sure you got 1%, the all-important 1% risk to reward. Your risk to reward box is in purple, your lot calc box is in purple, and this little square down here is in purple, just in case you need to close all trades for an emergency. You know, you spill a cup of tea in your lap, or some news had come in or whatever. So that's the housekeeping done. So what can we see today? Well, this is my 10 o'clock line that I drew in earlier on. We can see a big, well, yeah, quite a big sell going on at the moment on the minute time frame. We're underneath the purple line. But you notice if we go up to the 5 minute, the purple line price is settling around the purple line at the minute, deciding what it wants to do. So this is where it might stay for a little while. And I do think a bigger sell is going to be taking place, carrying on the sell. So that buy is quite good because the next one I can take is a sell. So hopefully we might get it within my allotted time, because down this green area here is imbalance drawn up on the 4-hourly time frame. The imbalance was up here originally, but it, as you can see, it ate into that, so I dragged it down a bit so it's more relevant now. These here are support and resistance lines that I drew up for myself on the 4-hourly time frame, because price seems to respect them. So they're points of interest to look at. But obviously the overriding decision is whether we get a green, green, green for a buy, a red, red, red for a sell. We've got a buy alert now that I won't be acting on, because I do think there is going to be a bigger sell taking place. That's what I'm thinking to myself, to get over these imbalances, and perhaps we'll see a little bit more of a buy to mitigate these. Let's get this tool to mitigate these imbalances that I can see here. Price might drag up to mitigate those. All these imbalances here have been mitigated by that one there, and I can't see any imbalances in the immediate future. So therefore, that's why my decision is I think that I've got more chance of it's going to be a safer trade for me if I take a sell. That's what I think, rather than a short-term buy, because of what I can see, because of all this imbalance down here. Sure, price might get up to mitigate these imbalances, like I already said. I've got a very big intensity to repeat myself, because this is what we do with live trading. We do things on a repetitive nature, and we don't make any excuses for that. And the reason for that is to train your brain to think without thinking. You know, like for example, learning to ride a bike stabilizes. After a while, you don't need the stabilizers, because you've learned in your brain, you train your brain to balance yourself. Same way with trading. You just automatically look for these imbalances, look for the bigger imbalances and look what you think price is doing by your little bit of experience that you've got. I mean, don't get me wrong, you could be wrong. And price, if news items and all that, suddenly the US is a bad bet and the euro shoots up. But at the minute, stocks, dollars sag as data points to flagging US economy. So that's only good news for the euro, really. So that could be a turning point. It could be a turning point because the but with all those, it's time dependent, and we don't know how much it's going to do whatever. So I've got a buy signal here, but as you can see, the volume is running out because the parabolic SAR is close to the thing, and also the trend line is green, not green yet. I don't know, but I'd still like to take a sell, to be fair, from what I've seen here. So I'll paper trade this buy, but the one I really want is the sell to come down and mitigate all this imbalance and all these lines that I see down here. So I'm going to be doing just that. See there, for example, there you could take the buy. We'll paper trade this bit, but I want the sell. I'm not desperate for a trade. So we get the long position. We'd get in. I'm going to make sure I'm 2 pips away because the trend line was great. Oh, it turned red again. Scrap that in. Going to wait for the trend line to go green, which it may do. So I'll get it ready just in case. Nice to see so many people on with me on a civilized time of the day. The reason I picked today is because I saw some high impact news from the FX calendar for the Germany, which is the main part of the euro, and there was three, I believe, three parts. So that's 2 pips there. Oh, the trend line's gone green again, but now the parabolic SAR is flipped. So I can take that trade for a buy. Anyway, but I wouldn't be taking it anyway. I'll be paper trading it with you guys because I really want to take a sell. And incidentally, if you've been trading for a while, the psychology of a sell is a little bit easier to understand than the psychology of a buy. It's easier to sell things if you think of it logically than it is to buy things and hope it goes up. It's easier to sell off things. It's just the same in the trading world. But our Academy 55 indicator is a really good tool for getting us into trades and out of trades and giving us all the good signals, signs that we need for a successful trade. So maybe we might have a sell after all, because the next alert I can take is a sell alert. But obviously price needs to get into this imbalance before I can get into the trade, because it needs to be underneath the trend line. So we need a little bit more volume, and they might get all these imbalances at a later time. We don't know. All we're doing is following the footprints. I'll get rid of that and bring that back again if I need it. And this is an area of interest. This could be a point of interest. Well, we got 2 points of interest to look at. Oh, right, we've got to sell. So let's go and investigate. Right, okay, so this is why we use TradingView more than MT4, because these are not very good. But put my line tool on. Reverse it because I want to sell, and I want to make sure I'm at least 2 pips away. So I'll put that as a floating measure at the moment. SL20, it means 2 pips away. And we've got to sell, but I've got to wait for it to get underneath that trend line before I can take a trade or a sell. Because at the moment it's below price, and price needs to be down here, and the trend line needs to be above price for me to continue that sell. So, and all the time we've got imbalance there, look, which they may or may not choose to fill, depending on how badly they want to go down and to get that imbalance that we showed you earlier on. But I'm here waiting regardless. So I'm going to wait for price, if it does, to break that trend line and go quite open below the trend line would be ideal. Because we've got imbalance that needs filling out down here as well. And this is the lowest it's been, so I'm wary of that as well, whether we form a double bottom before coming up again. I don't know. But it's 7 minutes past 10. So I want it to open below that trend line, really, to sort of give me some sort of idea, because it's now mitigated that imbalance there. So, which is what it might have wanted to do before carrying on the buy. I don't know. This is the right. It's opened below the sell. Now I want it to go below that marker there, just to give me a bit more of a confirmation of a deeper sell. We'll see. Being patient, not rushing into things. And all the time being 2 pips away. Not locking it in, you know, is if you lock it in anywhere, it'd be on that trend line. So really I could wait till that line gets down with the trend, which gives me two pips wriggle room before I take the sell, which is fine by me. All the time having an extra confirmation that we could be on a deeper sell, which I analyzed earlier on and thought it may happen. So when that stop loss line is equal with the trend line, I know I'm 2 pips away from the actual entry, and I will get into the trade then, I think. Right, I'm going to get into the trade. There we go. Got into the trade. Stop loss is more or less equidistant with that trend line there, the horizontal out. Let's hope the price respects that trend line. In other words, comes up, knocks it, and as you can see, this is where we are with the trade. Bit more of a volume. Will it tap into that imbalance or not? Let's turn it back over to TradingView for a minute. Hopefully it'll tap into this imbalance here and get a deeper imbalance going on. Let's just turn it back to where the action is. Lovely, we can get a nice quick trade, but it is what it is. We have no way of telling how long things are going to be. But it's certainly doing well for us at the moment. And let's hope we there we go. So that was a quick trade, quick 2-to-1. That's great when it happens really quickly. So thanks very much, guys, for being. Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to explain why I didn't trade this morning. So if you bear with me a little bit, I'll just get rid of this, and I will bring up. It always pays to check. Right, let's bring that into there. Hang on, there we go, like that. And this morning, as you can see, we had these guys here. The 8 o'clock, we had Spanish. I mean, I don't think Spanish is a great powerhouse for the euro, but certainly the German economy is. And we had 2 German high impact news is at 5 to 9. And I looked at that and I thought on the Saturday, I thought, no, I don't want to be trading during all of that because obviously the German is the main economy for the euro. So that's why we're at a more sociable time like this. And sometimes we get sideways movement after 9 o'clock, and sometimes we get enough for a trade. We never know on any time, to be fair, but probabilities wise, you know. So that's my decisions for that. And while I'm on there, I might as well explain tomorrow. Again, looking at Wednesday. Tomorrow, we've got high impact news for the German economy at 5 to 9. And I'll be back again on Thursday. So thanks very much for being on today. It's great to see so many people on. All the premium members get to watch this live, of course, and all the other people watching the recording. Okay. And we'll speak to you again another day. So have a great day. We got our 2% ideal. So no more trading today, please. All those who are following me, although these trades are for educational purposes only. But if you are following me and trading, please do not trade anymore today. You've got your 2%. So with that being said, thanks very much, everybody, and speak soon. Bye for now.